We are track record.
We are never finished. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first annual, just kidding, the first podcast of Never Finished, or track record.
Yeah, I would put it that way as well. Never finished, probably.
You think so?
Yeah, I think never finished. This is weird. This is weird for me. It's a little awkward at first, but I think we'll get used to this because we've never done anything like this. And there's no cuts. Usually when we're doing videos and we're editing, we cut out all the embarrassing parts. But we're letting it all out for you guys to see all the embarrassing stuff that, our awkwardness.
Yeah, this
you guys
is
can
raw,
see it.
Unedited.
So careful what
irreverent,
you say.
And rated PG-13.
Yes.
As far as YouTube goes.
Yeah. So
unadulterated.
Check out. I just want to say, check out where we are. Look at our surroundings.
This is actually a multi-million-dollar set at YouTube Space LA. We're actually paying about $5,000 per day to do this, and so it would really help if you liked and subscribed. So, just kidding.
No, I'm actually pretty satisfied with the way this turned out. This little set, I feel at home. I like that I'm able to see myself here as well. I know you guys can't see. You can see us, but you can't see us seeing ourselves. But this is a test. This podcast is going to be a test. We don't know how you guys are going to react to this. So if you enjoy it, please let us know in the comments. Leave a like. Let us know that you want to see more of this and what you want us to talk about. Because I like this. It feels good already.
Yeah, feels good. I want to take questions and answers and suggestions from all you beautiful subscribers and viewers and listeners and...
Well, this isn't live, so we won't be able to take live questions. But maybe we can.
But it could be live.
To comments. Could be live at one day. If you guys enjoy this, I feel like I'm looking down here too much. I think I should be looking up there at the camera, unless I'm looking at you. Then I can look at you. But our monitor's down here, so if we keep looking down here, that's why we're looking at ourselves. Actually, it's just.
That's why we need to pull the whole Casey Neistat sunglasses trick.
We'll just wear sunglasses this whole time. So, like I was saying, if you guys enjoy this, it's an opportunity. This is a golden opportunity for you as viewers to get to know us a little bit better.
This is the Honda Golden Opportunity Sales Event, so get in it.
We're not selling anything.
Not a sponsor.
There's no sales. The only thing you're benefiting from is possibly...
We're selling you our voices, selling you our ideas, our commentaries. Speaking of commentaries, let's jump right into today's topic, Kevin.
There's something on the screen here. I think we're just going to record right over that. I was a little bit worried about that, but I think we're okay. Okay, anyways. So, the topic, what's the topic for today?
Today's topic is, we're going to be talking about, all of our cars that we've had since learning how to drive. Since birth. Okay, if you want to go that far,
well,
we could go that far.
As Toby said it, I would start at the beginning, but I have to go back further. It's an Office reference. Probably just since
the
our
lowest of keys. As soon as you said Toby, I got mad.
Why? Because you just pictured his face?
Yeah, because...
You guys watch Office?
Toby sucks.
You guys should watch Office. I think we're on our fourth time watching The Office. It's that good of a show. We give it a year in between.
I gave it a couple weeks.
I can't.
And then I start watching all the bloopers.
I get burned out.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. So, anyways, what were we talking about?
First car, Kevin.
First car.
What was your first car?
Should I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my first car was a 1994 Ford Explorer, and that car was my first car.
My first car.
Wait, no. I
gotta start at the beginning.
No, I wanted to say more. I was kidding. I'm not done yet. So I'm just gonna basically tell what I'm gonna say what my first car was, or all of the cars that I had in succession, and then tell a little bit of a story about each car. You want to do that? Because if we don't tell stories, we're gonna be over in like 5 minutes.
Sure.
So I'm gonna tell a story. So well, it's not. Okay, I'm just gonna get into it.
It's gotta be a story, dog.
Well,
you
it is
gotta make
a story,
it as epic as you can possibly make it. Otherwise, it's kind of just you're talking about a car.
That's true. I am talking about a car. Okay, so basically, the Ford Explorer. It was. I want to show pictures if we can. I'm gonna try and find. This was like a few phones back, and if you don't know, that's been a long time since a few phones ago. So I don't know where these pictures are. A lot of them. So I'm gonna try my best for you guys to find them and then send them to you, Jordan, so you can put them in this. What are you looking at?
My audio levels, dog.
Are they good? Your audio level's good?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You don't look sure. We gotta sort it out now, man. If you don't,
just making sure, dog. Just
All
making
right.
sure that your voice isn't coming into my mic.
I know
This is my
Are you pointing
bubble.
your mic away from
my bubble.
from mine? Are we gonna do this now?
Yeah, dude.
I think we're okay if we do this.
I'm a selfish vocal guy.
I'll rotate. You're like way rotated over there. You okay over there?
Yeah, because I want to kind of look at you because I feel awkward looking at the camera.
Yeah, I do too. I'm okay. All right, let me move myself over a little bit. There we go. That's good. I like this. Okay. So the Ford Explorer is a 1994 Ford Explorer. Did I mention it was a Ford Explorer? I got that car I think for like $1,500 through a friend, and I have a lot of good memories in that car, but I also have a lot of bad memories in that car. I think I had it for like a year, maybe a year and a half, before I crashed it and totaled it. But was I in college? When did I start driving?
I think it was right after you. No, you were
wasn't in
you
high
were in
school.
college, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't one of the cool people that started driving during high school. It was well into college.
Yeah.
You started driving almost immediately.
Yeah.
But
I drove as soon as I could get my license.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I don't even remember why. But anyways, so I remember the day that I crashed my Ford Explorer. I remember thinking, wow, like I haven't gotten in a car accident yet. I'm like one of the lucky ones. I was thinking, I'm not going to crash. Like I can avoid car accidents. And I remember this specifically. So I was driving. I had gotten home safely, but then I had decided that night that I wanted to get Call of Duty 4, the disc for Xbox 360. And I don't know why. I think I had it at one point and I sold it. So I went down to GameStop and I got the game. And on the way back, I was driving it, and that's when I had that thought of like, I'm not going to get in a car accident. Who gets in car accidents?
Dang, so you
Well,
thought
apparently I
about
did.
it?
I
You
thought about
probably
it.
manifested it
Well,
because you were thinking about accidents.
I don't know, dude. I brought it upon myself.
Maybe.
Well, so I was making a left. I was so close. I was making a left onto my residential street, and I take full blame for this accident. It was totally my fault. The sun was in my eyes a little bit, I will say that. I turned left. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I turned left, and a VW Golf, Volkswagen Golf, went through the yellow, and I was going through the yellow. I think, yeah, it still means that that's my fault. And he T-boned me, and then I rolled at least once. I think, no, I just flipped over on my side, and that shook me up pretty bad. I was pretty upset, though, because we just put new brakes on the car.
Dang.
And my dad was, like, helping me out, and it was a really cool experience for my first car, putting brand new brakes on. And I think we did, like, one other thing, and I totaled it. So it sucked. It sucked a lot. But even though it was totaled, I drove it for, like, another year, which I'm sure you remember very clearly what that was like, not being able to get in on the
Yeah.
I mean, the entire thing was like completely curved in. It's like it was on the driver's side, it was totally fine, and on the passenger side, it literally went in like this. Both doors, the front and back doors, went in like this, and we had like trash bags. It was super ghetto.
Kevin's car looked like it was trying to go in a circle, even though it was going straight.
Yeah. It wasn't tracking totally correctly.
Looked like a jelly bean.
Yeah, a lopsided jelly bean. Yeah, it did. It was pretty bad. So I drove that. It drove okay. I mean, it kind of veered to one side a little bit, but I put some trash bags in the gaps. They were like pretty thick on the doors. And
one time, I remember you telling me that like your car overheated, or you had like some leaves in your engine bay.
Oh yeah,
and started smoking. And so when you were pulled over, like a cop came and like, because he saw how bad your car was wrecked, he literally thought you were in like a hit and run, and you like was fleeing the scene because your car was messed up so bad.
I don't remember the cop.
Yeah, that's what you told me. You're like, cop just like kind of see what you're doing, if you were okay.
Oh,
and then he saw how bad your car was, and he's
that.
like, did you get into an accident?
Yeah, I think the smoke was a separate incident because it broke down a lot. It was like once a week thing. My car would break down, and that the leaves, like I had some leaves in my engine bay, and they started catching on fire while I was driving, and a bunch of smoke started pouring in. So eventually I got rid of that car. So that was my first car. It was I think a typical first car, except I was driving it around in a U-shaped for a while. But you know what? That's okay.
My first car was like a 1998 Power Wheels Jeep.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, dude. Power Wheels Jeep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you wanted to go since
you were one of those
Kevin.
Kids. You had a Power Wheels.
I had a Power Wheels Jeep. It started out red, but then it got sun damage and it went hot pink.
I wasn't one of those kids with the Power Wheels.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. I was driving since I was a little kid.
Dang.
It was great. I did burnouts on those little plastic wheels. Now Power Wheels are all lit. They got lights, radios, a bunch of buttons. They're faster now, but that was my first car. Then my second car, which was my first real car, was 1991 Ford Ranger. Basically looked just like Kevin's car, but a truck.
It was blue.
It was blue. It started out brown, and it was like a dog washing, like a portable dog washing truck. So then it was brown, and then we got it repainted and like fixed it up okay. And then that was my first car. It was a manual stick shift. That's how I learned to drive stick. And it was pretty good to start out with, but then it started to suck really bad. So
how did it suck, dude? I remember that thing.
Oh, it started overheating all the time.
I remember we had some good times in that car.
Because
you were the only one that had a car.
I had a truck. We had this one friend that we would go to his like gated community, and like his brother had a Power Wheels Jeep, and we would like pull that around with my truck.
Yes.
Or we'd ride around on skateboards, so it was like wakeboarding but on the street.
Yeah, being towed on the asphalt in his neighborhood behind your truck.
Another time, I think it was me, Brett, and our other friend Drew, and we were all. Now my truck was a single cab Ranger, so like we were all three in the truck, and we decided to go off-roading in it.
Oh yeah, was that Mulholland?
Yeah, and this is when like the truck started to suck, because we were on off-roading, and then I decided to try to see if I could like drift a little bit, and like we almost went off a cliff, and everyone was so freaked out. But the reason why, I think I left the coolant cap off.
Oh, rookie mistake.
Or something like that. No, it wasn't a coolant cap. It just overheated. And so we had to get back to school that day, and I didn't make it because my car sucked. And I missed my volleyball team pictures for the high school yearbook, because I was late because my car was overheating.
Oh man, I wasn't a part of the volleyball squad, so I didn't catch that. But yeah, I remember specifically a memory in that truck was when it was raining, and I think we were coming out of our school, and you had wanted to turn left. I don't even think you were trying to do it. And
I was trying to do it.
You tried to like do a little like drift coming out of that left turn, and we like mega spun out in the middle of an intersection.
Yeah.
And we had to like quickly correct.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Yeah, but I didn't have a car, so we were like always going in your truck, and that was pretty fun. So, and you didn't crash that truck.
Nope.
You
It
just
still works today.
dang. Where did it end up? Where is that thing?
One of my dad's coworkers bought it, I think, and now he uses it.
Yeah, my Explorer was. I'm assuming it's in pieces.
Or
most of it
maybe
in
it's
the
a
dirt.
cube. Maybe it's
Or
a
it's a
Wally
cube. Yeah, maybe it's turned into a can, an aluminum can. It's reincarnated itself into a can. More useful.
What was your second car?
So my second car was a little bit more sporty, and this is kind of what started the itch. Well, I've always been into cars. We can talk about that in another podcast maybe. But
Kevin wanted a first generation Dodge Charger with a V6 back in 2006.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I really like that V6 Charger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
four-door,
that.
he was all about it. And he's like, I want one. And I was like, dog, it's V6. And he's like, but it's sick.
I didn't care. I didn't know anything about that.
He was like, it's probably fast.
You know what?
was
I
like,
liked
nah.
it because I was like, I think at some point I wanted to become a police officer, and they had those, and I was like, oh, that was like the new police car that everybody.
Kevin wanted to be that guy that scared you when he pulled up behind you.
No, I quickly decided not to want to pursue that. But so my second car was through another friend, actually the same person that I got the Ford Explorer from. This was her car, and she had commuted to I think Santa Monica. Yeah, because it was where I worked. So Santa Monica, from Chatsworth, every day for like 10 years, and it had racked up like, I think it was 230,000 miles.
Yeah, it was a lot.
230,000 miles on this car that I got. But she keeps her cars mint. She is so good about keeping her cars like absolutely incredibly clean. So 2001 Mazda Protege 5 and a little hatchback. Oh, you call it a hatchback? Is that like a wagon?
I think yours was more of a wagon.
Okay, yeah, it's probably more of a wagon. So I should have a picture of that. We'll throw that up, hopefully. So yeah, it was silver, and that thing was cool. That was one of the first cars that I actually like really had fun driving, mostly because it was sporty and kind of like low to the ground and sitting low. And looking back on it, it wasn't fast at all, but it was on a second transmission. So the first one probably had like 150,000 miles had blown out. So I was like at the tail end of the second one actually. And I had that probably for about a year, and I blew through that transmission as well. I remember I was driving down the 118 through Simi Valley, and all of a sudden I just had transmission was slipping like crazy. And it was like a few weeks later that I had gotten rid of it. But I don't really have any notable stories in that car. I kept it pretty nice, didn't crash it at all, which is good. But yeah, that was a fun car. I didn't really do anything too crazy in that car.
Tried to go off-roading in it. That was
Did
sick.
We?
Yeah.
When was that?
I don't know. We went to some rock thing.
Some rock thing?
Yeah, and your car was really bouncy.
Oh, yeah. No, we took it to the Mojave, I think.
Something like that.
It was something. Yeah, it was something.
No, I think we took it to... Did we take it to Mammoth?
Oh, no, we did take it to Mammoth. Yeah. We did. And it must have been out there that we took it off-roading. Yeah, that's right. We road tripped to Mammoth in that car.
Yeah.
Just racking on the miles.
Yeah. There's this one road that was like... It was really bad. It was like a dirt road, but it was like every other 2 inches was like a little dip. Yeah. So like like felt like we were driving and the car was going to fall apart.
Yeah, I'm surprised nothing like happened to the car while we were doing that. So yeah, it was all good. I enjoyed that car, and I think the people we sold it to said that they were going to rebuild. Oh, excuse me.
It's like the road was made out of ruffles. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was a ruffle road. Ruffly road. So that was that car. Nothing really happened in that car, but it was a lot of fun. It was a good car. Appreciate it.
I had a Honda Civic LX after that one.
After your truck?
Yeah. I got this one from a friend, and that car was fun. Even though it wasn't the EX, so it didn't have the faster motor, but it was a manual transmission and Honda Civic. It was a 2-door coupe.
Was it the black one?
No, Brett had a black one. I had the silver one.
You had the silver one. You guys traded cars.
Yeah. I had the silver one, and that car was really cool. I actually had plans to become a Honda boy with that. No. I was gonna put some cool wheels on it.
Oh yeah,
a little exhaust system
like
on
like
there.
those black wheels with the chrome lip.
Nah, I was gonna put I was gonna put some cool wheels on it, some tires, and make it a little fun car. But then some lady decided to T-bone me. I was on my way to school one morning, and the light turned yellow, and I was going through it, and some lady just decided to turn left into me.
So basically,
and totaled my car. Yeah.
Did what I did to the car that I hit.
Except she T-boned me. I was going straight through. She was turning left, and
so that's
hit me.
Weird. How did that happen? She must have been turning fast. Was she?
Yeah, because what happened was it was yellow, and like there was two people. So one person decided to just go as soon as it turned yellow, and so I had to slam on my brakes. And luckily, I missed the first. It was like a white SUV, so that I luckily missed her or him. But
yeah.
This Asian lady in a like black Mercedes E-Class was like just decided to just follow right behind her, and that's the one that hit me. And like, yeah, it was, I don't know. And the funny thing is, like, I don't know if I blacked out, because all I remember is that it happened, and then once it had finished happening, there was already a police officer there. So either I blacked out and the police officer there, or there was a police officer just happened to be in the same vicinity and saw the accident. Because like, I don't know what happened, because definitely hit me, and my airbag didn't deploy, so my face like hit the door panel and like put a crack in it.
Ooh.
But I didn't have other than that, I had nothing else happened to me.
Yeah, so. I remember seeing you like that night. I think it was
Halloween.
That's right. Halloween. It was Halloween. And I remember we were going to come over to your house to hang out or do something, and you had like...
We went trick-or-treating. I had like a little neck thing. I had the neck brace.
You did?
Yeah.
You could have used that to your advantage, trick-or-treating. We were trick-or-treating? How old were we? I'd still go trick-or-treating.
I want to say it was like 2014. No.
We were of the age then.
2013. It was like right after. I think it must have been the first Halloween after we got out of high school.
So yeah,
or maybe the second Halloween.
That's obviously still trick-or-treating age.
Yeah, dude. We were like 19, 18.
Well, regardless, you could have used that as your costume. The neck brace could have been your costume. That would have been funny.
I think I was like trying to be a pirate or something.
that wouldn't have worked.
No.
Should have been a vegetable. Yeah. A walking vegetable.
After that, we got a Fusion.
Wait! You're spoiling it. I have to go next. No, it's my turn.
Because my car was short-lived. My car.
Oh, yeah. How long did you have it for?
I literally had my car for like a couple months.
No way! Really?
Yeah, I just got it.
And you were stoked on that car too. I remember you were really bummed when.
I was like, dude, great gas mileage, manual. It was like a front-wheel drive BRZ, basically.
Yeah.
But probably
make a lot of BRZ people mad.
Probably not either. Yeah. Probably had like 135 horsepower, maybe.
Yeah.
But same like BRZ, that's right? How I felt. It was like a cool little
just kidding
thing.
Yeah.
So no VTEC though. So that sucked. Brett's car had VTEC, but his was automatic.
Really?
Yeah, he had the EX, so like the full top one.
And he crashed his too.
Well, he was making a left turn,
and
someone hit him.
Yeah, it was kind of an unfortunate situation, so I don't want to blame that on him, but it was, he was the one turning left, so it kind of defaults to him. Yeah, he totaled his too. So, all right, so go ahead and say what your next one was.
So my next car after that was a Fusion that was like kind of my family car, but since I ended up being the one that drove it most of the time, it ended up just becoming my car. And yeah, I just took over the payments for it. And that car, it was cool for what it was, but like the entire time I was driving it, I just wanted something more, something faster, better, more sick.
Yeah, because that wasn't the fun. Yeah. It wasn't the fun car, huh? You didn't crash that car, right?
No, that car.
I think you backed into something. Maybe it was
really normal. No, someone rear-ended me.
Oh, is that the one? Oh no, that was in your Mustang that somebody rear-ended you and kept driving. Oh, no, you hit them.
Oh yeah.
I think you bumped into them coming out of an exit.
Kevin, we'll save that one.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Someone rear-ended me. I was taking my brother to see Need for Speed when it came out. We were on our way to see that, and then there was like road rage happening in front of us. Like these two people were like super going crazy, like cutting each other off and stopping in the middle of the street to like fight. And then
Jeez.
I had to slam on my brakes to not hit these people, and then the girl behind us wasn't paying attention and totally like rear-ended us. So like we missed our movie, which sucked.
Oh man.
And I got a little bit of money from it, but
I got a little bit of money from it, but it wasn't that
lot.
big deal.
Yeah.
Well, as long as everything was okay, everybody was okay, nobody was hurt, right? That's the important part. All right, is it my turn now? Can I go?
Yeah. What did Kevin get after the?
We're blasting through this time.
After
here. We might miss our 30-minute mark, which is surprising. We're already.
What did you get, Kevin, after your Protege 5?
Oh, you know what? That was I at that point, right? I went into WRX at that point.
I think so.
Yeah. So okay. So if you guys are super OGs on the channel, you will know that I had, before the WRX I have now, I had a WRX 2016, I think, 2016 CVT automatic. So before you guys get start flipping tables, bashing windows and stuff. I only had it. I'm just kidding. Some people overreact to hearing that. But anyways, I had that car for about 6 months, I think. And this was before I had any WRX plans. I didn't really I may have wanted to put an exhaust or something on it like that. But that was right when we started the channel, I think, was when I got that car. So if you go to our first videos, it was with that car. It's funny because I was kind of a little bit self-conscious about showing people I had the CVT because I knew there was a war raging online about which the paddle shifters, the shifting time is you can shift 0.02 seconds faster in the CVT. But I mean, so I didn't really know what I was talking about or really know that much about everything and the differences. I mean, I obviously knew it was different because I knew the difference between a manual and an automatic, but it was sometime after that I decided that I wanted the 6-speed and that the CVT basically wouldn't hold, the transmission wouldn't hold nearly. Brief pause, but we're back.
Now we're back after a word from our sponsors.
No sponsors. So yeah, I basically decided that I wanted to actually mod the WRX, and the rest is history. I swapped out, basically. I traded in the CVT for the 6-speed manual, and I don't regret doing that at all.
Yep.
So
that brings Kevin to today.
Well, actually, I still have 2 more cars, but you guys already know about that because I'll just sweep them because they're boring. They're boring stories. I just got the Crosstrek to daily after I was like, all right, I'm gonna freaking go ham on the WRX and make more power and make it completely unreliable. So I have to get another car to drive to work. So I got the Crosstrek, but then I got married. And my wife started driving that. I kind of gave that car to her, and she, because her car wasn't that great. It was like a family car. So she started driving the Crosstrek, and then so I started dailying the WRX again for probably about 6 months after that. And then I was like, I can't do this anymore. So then I got the 2018 Chevy Bolt, the electric egg. That I now daily to work, and it's been great because I get to use the carpool lane. Haven't flipped that one yet. Still haven't crashed the WRXs, so it's looking up. It's looking up. So that's I think I've gone through my entire list already.
Yeah. After the Fusion is when I was so hell-bent on getting a new sports car that was affordable that I just pulled the trigger on this 2008 Mustang that I got from a third-party dealer. And I was really excited about it when I got it, but I was too excited about it that I overlooked all the problems that it had to start out with. Yeah. Had had a couple of problems that I just overlooked because I was just wanted a car. That's a Kevin
movie. Yeah. You pulled a Kevin.
So, yeah. But that's the car that I have that really kind of, it was cool to start with, but if I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't have bought that car. And it's also basically destroyed any trust that I have in any third-party dealership.
Wow, this is getting really dark really fast. I feel depressed just listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I mean, it's been a learning experience, if anything. I think it's definitely been a learning experience.
Lesson learned, never buy anything from a third-party dealer because they pretty much all suck.
Now, you're talking about like a dealership that you just, like one of those used car dealerships where you drive on the lot and they're like...
Other than CarMax, I wouldn't trust anyone. Unless maybe you have a personal relationship with people up there. But I just feel like now that pretty much every third-party dealership is shady.
Yeah.
Don't trust anything they say. So even though first-party dealerships like Ford and Chevy and stuff like that are also... They have their shady salesmen and women. But... For the most part, I would say 95% of all third-party dealerships are pretty shady. So, yeah. That or just come and do your research.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are some gems at these little dealerships. But other than that, yeah, I wouldn't trust them. And then, yeah. Speaking of not liking the Mustang, I am considering...
What, we teasing something right here?
We're teasing something, dude. We're teasing the new Jordan Mobile because the Mustang is basically absent from the channel for reasons that the car just sucks.
Well, I wouldn't put it so bluntly. I mean, it's just like I think you've lost some motivation with the WRX. I mean, whoa. I'm projecting the WRX onto you. Everybody's got a WRX. All the cars I see are WRXs. No, I think you just lost some motivation with it because you've had more problems than I think pluses with the car.
Yeah.
So
most of them, I probably spent just as much money as Kevin has put into his car. But
gosh,
my money's just gone to fixing the car. Like if I would have been able to put that money into doing stuff, my car would probably be equally as modified as Kevin's WRX. But because it's so old, it's at that point where like all the maintenance issues are happening. So it's not really that the car is bad. Like there are some 2008 three valve Mustangs that are in really good shape, but since mine's so old, that's when all the wear and tear started to happen. So things break because they're worn out and they need to be replaced, and all those things cost money. So I feel like even though I've had the car for like 3 to 4 years, I haven't been able to have fun with the car because every time I do, something breaks.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to get something new, and I want to hear if you've stayed this far into the podcast, I want to hear your thoughts of like what car you would like to see added to the channel.
Now, it's not to say that you haven't thought about it, because you've kept me in the dark.
Yeah, I have an idea in mind that I think definitely a lot of people would like to see, but at the same time, I want to know what you guys would think. I've asked you guys this before. I didn't really get too much from it, but I want to know like something that's like kind of affordable, not too expensive, definitely nothing new. Because if I was going to get something new, I already have an idea of what I would get if it was a new car. But something that's like fairly new, that's no more than 3 to 4 years old. And yeah.
So those are your requirements?
Yeah. Something that can daily and modify.
That's a tough one.
Like a race daily.
Yeah. It's tough because that's what I wanted to do, but it got just so out of hand that I was starting to fear the reliability of it. But definitely, in the future, if it gets to a point where you can have a race car and then just go crazy with it, that would be sick.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my list of cars.
That was a good list.
Yeah.
I feel like yours were more interesting because besides my car accident, I think my car accident was the most interesting. Because I rolled my car, but
Kevin flipped it.
Yeah, flipped a lot of things. So yeah, just let us know what you guys think about what do you want to see? What kind of car do you want to see on the channel? And for Jordan, and like obviously we have some Mustang fans on that watch our videos, and
if you guys see another Mustang again on the channel, it'll most likely be a 1966 fastback that I'm looking to modify pretty good. So that'll be on the channel. It'll be a build for 2019. It's going to be a slow build, but it'll happen every once in a while. We'll have that on there, a little classic build.
You guys have seen that one before if you've been around for a while. We've shown that one a little bit.
If you've seen our 2016 Mustang review.
Ooh. Yeah, you should watch that one.
That was a good one.
All right, I think we've hit our we're at 36 minutes. That flew by pretty fast.
It did.
36 minutes. Jeez.
So yeah, we want to hear about your cars as well. So if you want, leave a little list, and
that'd be a good
leave
idea.
a little list of your cars in the comment section, and we will feature. Sorry, I don't want to.
What are you saying?
I keep doing this head roll thing, I've noticed, and people have told me about it. It
what
looks
are you
really
doing?
weird.
Wait,
I
do it again.
I do this thing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Is that a tick?
I don't know, dude. I just feel like I'm exaggerating the word, but watching it back, it looks weird.
Well,
but anyways,
it's okay.
And the person that we think has the most unique list of cars or coolest list of cars that they've had in their lifetime, and you got to be truthful, but there's really no way of us knowing. But the person that has the
don't lie, but we're not going to know anyway.
The
so whatever.
coolest list of cars will feature you. We'll just in the next podcast or video.
I got to write that down because we can't forget.
Maybe there'll be something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Your way.
Leave your previous cars in the comments. And if you guys have a pretty good rap sheet, we'll mention it, like Jordan said, in the next podcast. Speaking of the next podcast, what are we going to talk about? I guess you'll just have to find out, is that what or should we tease what we're going to talk about? They'll just find out.
We'll just find out.
We'll find out in the next one.
But if you want, just in case, leave a suggestion as well.
Yeah, because but we have a list. But leave a suggestion. But we have a list that we're referring to. So, yeah, let us know if you guys enjoyed this time alone with us in this room, this new room that you've never seen before.
Yeah, we are definitely revved up with excitement that you decided to spend 40 minutes with us today or tonight.
Revved up.
Yeah.
Is that a tease for something that I don't know about?
No.
No, okay. It's just I was going to say eulogy, but that's not the right word.
Nobody died, Kevin. Unless you know something I don't.
Well, that'll be another video.
Kevin,
all right, should we wrap this up?
You did kill a puppy, Kevin. I remember that. It died in your arms.
Oh gosh, don't bring that up. That's so sad. That's such a sad story.
That was also part of the Explorer story that was left out.
I was in the Explorer when that happened. I did not hit the dog for your knowledge. I witnessed a dog. It was so sad. I don't even want to bring that into this podcast because it was so sad. I was like, it was a BMW too that did it, and I pulled over and anyways,
not good.
Not gonna. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Wow, what? Let's end this on a super sad note.
No, and on that bombshell, it's time to end. Just kidding. But if you guys haven't already, if you like this logo here, we have new merch.
Oh, check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, pick up
it?
a shirt.
Oh, it's over here.
Or
check it out.
Sick hats.
Pick up a hat. We got a hat. We got a shirt. Check out the back of the shirt. I know you guys want to see the back. It's got the never finished as well as the wide body WRX on there. Can you see that? This is getting weird. And we also have a poster. So go to neverfinish.com. That'll be in the description. We got a poster, hats, stickers, shirts, and that's pretty much it. So
that's it.
You want to close it out, Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it. That's it. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening to us talk about things.
This
has been the conclusion
of
the Never Finish podcast. Will it ever end?
Well, we're never finished, so
I guess we should say to be continued.
In the next.
See you in the next part.
Are we doing this in part? We're not doing this in parts.
Because we're never finished.
All right, I'm going to close this because this is going on way too long. This is going on way too long.
All right.
We are never finished, and we will catch you guys
in the next one.